A very good afternoon and welcome to Winmau World Masters Finals Day here in Assen. We have some fabulous darts coming up for you, courtesy of Winmau, the WDF, the NDB and the Bonteweaver Hotel here in Assen. You heard the dulcet tones of Anthony Dundas interviewing, speaking and leading up our first two players, and we're just about to get underway with our first quarter-final. This man, the Welshman Nick Kenny, playing against America's Danny Lauby, whose birthday it is today. I'm also very pleased to welcome Anthony to the comms box.
Hello. Swift sprint up the stairs there.
Yes, just up behind where the players are playing. And we're underway. And what a way to start with a treble 20 very first dart.
Yeah, an excellent start from Danny. Played over the best of 9 legs in this quarter-final. However, the format does go up as the tournament goes on. And a good answer from Nick Kenny. 140s shared in the opening salvo.
100.
Indeed. Nick has really made some inroads into the WDF World Rankings over the last few months. Actually, so has Danny. So both players are in good form at this moment in time, and two of the players that are featuring heavily in the WDF World Rankings, which can't be said for all of the players here. So there's a couple of players that are not only looking to win the World Masters, but also to secure their place at the Lakeside in 2023 as well. So
absolutely.
These two gentlemen, 99, barring well, I don't even think it is barring a miracle. They are already there at the Lakeside. So their concentrations are simply on winning the prestigious Winmau World Masters title. Oh, 17 to leave tops, which is done. Some pressure on Danny. He had the throw in this leg. 101, great dart, 60. There's the one, tops them for the first leg.
61.
Yep, gives Kenny the chance now to break in the first leg. Needs to come down an inch or so. Just like that.
The first leg, Nick Kenny.
Excellent start from the Welshman.
Just having a look at Nick's qualification route through to the Winmau World Masters quarterfinals.
Second leg, it's Nick
if you've been with us since, what seems like about 4 months ago, but it's probably only about 4 days ago. On Thursday, we played the group stages, where each of the players that had entered into the tournament were put into groups, so as to guarantee everybody 2 or 3 games. If you lost a game, you still had a chance, but also for those that are travelling so many miles from across the world, they all get at least 2 or 3 games of darts, which has gone down really well. And Nick, in his group, actually had quite a tough passage. He won 1 game against Roland Lengren of Sweden by 4-0. But his other 2 games against Raymond Williamson and Daniel Zapata were both 4-3s. He came through them both, but tough route out.
59.
Moved then on to the last 1-2-8, and a tough start again. Ryuki Morikubu of Japan was Nick's 1-2-8 opponent. He won that game 5-4 before
140.
Carlos Arola was his next opponent from Catalonia, and Nick won that game relatively comfortably 5-0, and then a real topsy-turvy one in the top 32 against the very popular Dutchman Richard Veenstra. Nick came out 5-4 winner in that game before his last 16 game against Vetislav Sedlak, a 5-3 victory, which sees Nick get to this stage of the tournament. And now he is literally double 16 away from being 2-0 in front.
Yep, to consolidate the break in the first leg. Take a 2-0 lead.
Dan is way back here. Just see Danny in the background there, shaking his head. But
third leg, it's Danny to throw first. Game on.
We can have a look at Danny's route to the quarter-final also. He started in the group stage, a 4-2 victory over Norway's Christian Wilhelmsen. He then defeated Egypt's Mohamed Zorumba by 4-0 and Eric Pastore of Luxembourg 4-1. That got him into the knockouts, and Jan de Wert of the Netherlands was his opponent, a 5-1 victory there. Simon Buck of Denmark was his next victim, 5-1. Only averaging mid-80s, well, early to mid-80s in those two. Then produced his best performance so far in a 5-2 victory over Gary Stone. 94.3 average to Gary's 92.7. And in the last 16 to qualify for the finals day, a 5-2 victory over the Netherlands' Martijn Dracht.
Excellent. And Danny taking this leg by storm, down to 130 after 9. It's Nick's turns to be lagging a bit behind here, so you would think that Danny's going to hold his throw in this leg. 130. Doesn't need to go for the bull if he hits 80 with his first two. Should switch across here. Or he may come in for the bull. He did go for the bull, and he hit the bull.
Couldn't get much more central than that. We witnessed a few of the matches, well, quite a lot of the matches that we've had on the stream had a theme where a player was going 2-0 up, and then their opponent was just coming straight back into it. So don't be surprised if this is 2-2 shortly.
Yeah, very true.
Well, not panicking just yet. He will be back.
Yeah, a 140 here from Nick, and he can hit obviously 92 to leave a finish, but he'd love a 2 treble visit. Now he's struggling to get to a finish here.
50.
Bit unfortunate there, Nick.
20.
Proud captain of Wales, Nick Kenny. Danny will be happier now. He's found the double. He's found the double and he's on the scoreboard. He's avoided the duck. In cricketing parlance.
Always good to get the first leg on the board. Just shakes off the cobwebs and puts you a little bit more at ease than you would have been. Because if your opponent's just winning leg after leg, as Lauby Farriers win the first 180.
You did say that expect this to be 2-2. Just taking a step back. Been in the darting game a fair few years now, Nick Kenny, despite the baby face looks.
29 years old is Nick. Played a lot of youth darts. And then made a successful transition to playing on the full tour. Has a couple of years experience as a tour card holder under his belt as well.
40.
And proudly wearing his Gwent county shirt.
60.
Danny started with a 180 in this leg, and he'd be a little bit disappointed to only be 30 odd points in front at this point. He's praying now that Nick stays out of the treble, which he has, and therefore this is a real opportunity for Danny. Of course, he can take the 164, not now, but he's desperate for a treble, I'd suggest. Maybe the 18s. He stayed at the 60, which seemed a bit blocked to me. The motorway was blocked, in my opinion, but hey, this is why I'm sitting here and not playing the darts.
60.
Treble's a bit hard to come by in the latter stage of this leg, but Danny 104, double 12 then for 2-2.
80.
Now has to bank on Nick not taking this 76 out. Treble 20 would leave double 8, but the way he's been hitting trebles, it'll be 20-16 tops. Oh, well.
Ouch. Treble 13. Oh, he's gone treble 11.
That's a
17.
bizarre.
Yes, not quite sure where that one was going.
We know where that one went. A roar from the North American contingent.
First leg is Danny to throw first. Game on.
Lots of American and Canadian support in our growing audience. This venue, of course, home to the
100.
Dutch Open, the biggest open tournament on the planet. And we will be back in 5 weeks' time. So if you've not got yourself registered, do it now. What are you waiting for? Come and experience the best open tournament on the planet, the biggest and best that the WDF has to offer.
26th to the 29th of January. It'll be good. It'll be loud.
Oh, yes. The crowd may look fairly half decent at the moment, but at the Dutch Open, those dartboards you see in the background are not there. It's just chairs as far as the eye can see. A couple of thousand, I think, come in. Offer their support.
92.
You can see how things pan out. You can see some players on those backboards. Wesley Blaze are there, I can see, on the left-hand side. He's readying himself for his quarter-final.
Yep, he's up next. He takes on his countryman, Davy Prosta.
Indeed, and then the other two will pause there as Danny knocks in another 180. And from 2-0 down, is the favourite now to go 3-2 in front in this best-of-9 contest. Needs to come down here. 19 leaves. A good treble 19's, of course, even better.
50. Nick can acquire 142.
So 142. He might go 17s here. No, he's
definitely
staying up.
Yeah.
Nick has some weird and wonderful ways of going for finishes.
As he proved in the previous leg.
Indeed.
100.
Pressure on this 20 then. Danny took 6 darts last time when he was on tops and 10s. I think he might have thought he was on tops then, but...
He stopped, had a look, and proved to be the correct thing to do. He's taking that double 10, moves into a 3-2 lead.
Yeah, Nick cursing himself there for slipping into the 5s. Needs to get off to a good start 85. Here. Not the big panic for Nick Kenny at this moment in time, because we're now on throw. It does mean that he has got to break the Lauby throw, but he might be panicking now a bit.
Outstanding stuff from the American. Not only a fantastic darts player, but Danny's also a professional drummer.
Yes, he is.
An avid musician. Son of Dan Lauby, who was one of the top American players for a long time.
59.
Certainly playing the right tunes at the moment. So I had to get that in.
Oh, quite right.
You hum it, I'll play it.
It was better than my Scarecrow one from yesterday.
Well, true.
140.
Great darts from Nick.
Should go 18s here. Indeed he does.
57.
Good thinking there from Danny, because the treble 19 would have left him 167. Great thinking, not quite the execution that he wanted. Nick, though, into the treble. Doesn't have to worry about what do I need to leave now, because as soon as that 60 was in the board, as long as he didn't knock it out, he was going to be on a finish, and 116 isn't the worst. 205's got to come out here.
65.
Okay.
Utilises the 25 to leave the 140, just in case Nick doesn't take this out.
Yeah, he's a big fan of double 18, Nick, so he's quite happy to play on the 20s, double 18 for a 3-3 game.
Eventually.
80. Danny, you require 140.
Maybe just took a little bit too long there.
Yeah, oh, another one of those for double 10.
Oh,
double
hello.
10.
Oh!
And you can see Nick there applauding. Fantastic sportsmanship from Nick Kenny. They're the ones you just have to take on the chin and try and get back up off the canvas and come back at Danny as hard as you can.
59.
And there's his opportunity. Just the 59 from Danny.
Outstanding finish.
Yeah. The one thing Nick didn't do was panic, and that 140's giving him the advantage in this leg.
58.
And he's stolen the darts from the American.
And the trebles have deserted Danny Lauby at the first pivotal moment in the match where he could win it.
140.
Outstanding stuff from Kenny.
Against the throw to find himself 160 points in front.
125.
He was.
Much needed trebles from Danny.
Can't afford to take his foot off the gas here, Nick Kenny. Danny Lauby's already taken out a 140, so 99 next time to leave 160 won't phase him. Looking down the board here.
In striking distance to leave a finish is Lauby, so Nick has to leave himself something handy as possible. That's
Another
a great dart.
Another great dart from Nick Kenny.
Oh,
was going to say, yeah.
Oh.
61.
How unlucky can you get?
Which means that Nick doesn't need to go for this 129 in so much as he doesn't need to go for the bull should he get there. But so he might go the 60 route. But if he did hit it.
99.
Well, that's
interesting.
Very.
That he stayed on the 20s and has left himself
58.
double
You're
15.
required 30.
Having said that, more players nowadays are not afraid of doubles. I think he's going to split. He has. He's gone 14 and double 8. Mm.
22.
Well,
that's the problem, you see.
and the 140 is, can I take the 3 that I threw in the back end of the last 8, please? Not quite the same result this
40.
time. He's got rid of the odd.
Nick, you require 8.
Nick knows that he's got to hit this because Danny's on a 2-ton finish. Oh, that's a decent journey away. Now he's in the madhouse. Oh, and Nick Kenny will be absolutely fuming with himself. But Danny sees his tops. Great shout. Double 10 for the man.
It's there.
And the man.
What an excellent performance from Danny Lauby. A 5-2 victory, averaging just north of 85. Nick 86, but outstanding finishing from the American sees him through to the semi-finals. What a birthday present this is.
Danny Lauby.